Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, good night, whatever the case may be. Hi. So today I just had a quick thought and I wanted to make this video. You know how I make these videos? I kind of have a thought while I'm tweeting, reading, and I just make, the video. Today I'm actually reading Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. I'm listening to it on Audible, but I had a thought about I'm gonna title this video "The Importance of Giving," right? Why giving is so important. Now, I'm starting to. The older I get, I'm starting to believe the only way you can truly be happy in life, or the let me not say the only way. One of the fundamental ways you can truly be happy is by giving. And if I look at a lot of people that are not happy, one thing they don't do is give. If I look at a lot of people in my life that they're not it's giving is the one thing they don't do. And when I say giving, I mean giving from a perspective of not giving to receive, but giving because you can give or you genuinely care. Now, when we the word giving, it doesn't necessarily have to be like connected to money, right? But what I found out in my life, one of the reasons why I'm generally a happy person, I always talk about this in my videos. I genuinely believe I'm a happy person. I go to bed not worrying too much about so many things. I wake up not worrying too much about so many things. And the two things that I think that make this very easy for me to achieve is honesty, being honest to myself and the people around me as much as I can, because everybody lies, right? But being truthful to yourself, which is the hard part, and being honest with yourself. And second is giving, sharing, giving. Like, you don't understand. For me, it's just something that I like is a natural thing to me. I'm a giver. I am a giver. And I don't just mean money. Some people that know me that I'm actually stingy with money, but I'm very generous to the right people with the right things, right? Like, I'm a giver. I I want to help you be better. That's what God put me on earth for. So I might see you need something, and I would give. It might just be you need XYZ or something I think you can be better. I might see you maybe like you might be like maybe you're a trainer and I feel like something can be better for you. I might buy you this or I might buy you that. And I'm finding it difficult to come up with things because I'm still in my head thinking whether I should say some of the things I've done that give examples of giving without it sounding like I'm just, like jerking myself off here. But it's very important for people to give. Some people think they need to have like a whole, what's the term here, charity or foundation to give. No, you can give as little as the little you have. You know, it could just be food. When I was in university, I didn't really have much money, but when you came to Sani Yusuf's flat, you ate food. You ate food to your content. That's a whole different story if it was the best cooked food, but you did not leave hungry. If you, I don't care who you are, whether you were a bad person, anything, if you said, I am hungry, have you got food? I will tell you to come. Now it depends, maybe you're a bad person, I don't want to associate with you, but for the most part, you were allowed to come to my place and you would eat food. You would eat food and you would be completely like well fed. Until today, ask anybody that's come to my house. I will go out of budget. I go out of my monthly budget to make sure I order you food, Uber Eats. What do you want to eat? What do you want to drink? You, I would cook, I would grill, I would roast. You eat when you are in my house. It's the little I can give. Now, even when you don't have money, you can give your time. When Grenfell Tower burnt down, I didn't really have a lot of money to give, but I took my phones that were useless, well, that I wasn't using, and I gave it out. And I went there and I participated in helping. You can give your time. I feel like the people think I have to have money. No, time. Or even something as simple as kindness. When I get into an Uber every single day, the first thing I do is good afternoon, good morning. How has your day been so far? Has it been a good day? I'm not giving that person money. I'm giving them my time in the form of kindness. I've been into Ubers like that where people tell me, I've been into one where the guy was suicidal. His wife had just given birth. He didn't have what to do. It was in Nigeria. He was taking me from Lekki to Festac. I was going to see my family members and some friends. And this guy didn't have, how would I put it? His wife had given birth, I think, to twins. He didn't have money to take her off. He was owing the person because in Nigeria, a lot of people can't afford cars. So somebody, they borrow someone's car who has the Uber app, and that person, they'll pay the person steep prices and they get their own share. He was just confused. And just because I asked him, how is your day going? He's like, oh, I'm not really violent. I'm like, oh, come on, talk to me. What's wrong? He's like, man, it's just. So obviously, he going, oh, man, it's just my wife, this. I'm thinking it's just this Nigerian ploy. Somebody just trying to milk some money out of me. They heard me with an accent. I ended up not giving this guy a penny. I did not. I removed that initial assumption that my brain was trying to make me have to say no. Let me listen to this guy. I listened to him, and I offered him solution because men, like, he was a lot of times the way men process emotions. When we cry out, we badly want a solution. That's just how a lot of men work. I would say the majority of men work. One of the reasons why a lot of men get to dark places because they don't have a solution. They feel helpless. And I just talked to him with my little knowledge of mental health. And if you don't know, I do develop mental health solutions, but I'm not an expert, but I do read some of the things, right? So over time, when you develop these softwares, you learn a few things. And how I told him, look, I'm not a doctor, I'm not everything. I gave him solutions. I said, hey man, have you got a friend you can trust? You know, First I asked him, have you been eating? He says no. I said, please, even if it's gala, gala is like a sausage roll that we buy. Just take the time, force yourself to eat and drink water. I know how it feels. I have been there before. But you need nutrition. It's good for your brain. Take breaks. Take a short walk around your estate, whatever, or just a little bit of jogging, please, to get your blood pumping. It helps. Have you got a friend you can trust, a sister, a brother, a friend you can really trust that they wouldn't judge you? Talk to them. Are you spiritual? Are you a man of faith? If you're not, find something, meditate or anything. He said, oh man, he's Muslim. I said, good. Speak to your God. And these were all the things I just gave him. Very few, 4 or 5 points of opinion. And he was smiling. He said, a lot of people get in my Uber. They just don't even say hello, but you're different. You said hello. I said, you're a human being. I don't know who you're going to be tomorrow, where we're going to meet tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe that guy, I saved him from depression. Maybe, I don't know. But I gave him my time. That's why giving is important. I was probably going through my own things, but it's not about me. And then I have someone that every time I would get into a taxi with them, they would hear me say good morning. They'll be like, you're always chatty, Sunny. They messaged me recently and they said, I learned from you that every time I would get into an Uber before, I would just, because I'm introverted, I would just stay quiet. But now I say good morning, good afternoon, how has your day been? And they sent me a message that an Uber driver had sent them, because in Nigeria they don't hide your number, you have direct access. So the Uber driver had messaged them saying, thank you very much for everything that you said. I had an amazing time. Thank you very, very much. God bless you for just asking how my day was. And they were sending me the message saying, because I saw you do this, I started doing it as well because I felt it was good. And it's made my interactions with people better. And now people are sending me messages. Uber drivers are sending me messages saying, an Uber driver sent me a message saying, thank you. So one of the things I want to point is that giving is infectious. Because this person has seen me the way I give my time and my attention to people just because they're human, they've also started giving their time and their attention to other people. Now, that person they've given their time, who's not to say that they're going to go and do the same thing? Then it becomes a ripple effect. That's why you do that. It's very, very important that you do that. It's important. That's why you give. That's why you do all of that. So this is what I'm going to say to you. Giving is very important. It's not about going out of your way. You have to like spend all the money you don't have within reasonable means. I know I have a family member that they would just give anybody anything, money and all of that, and it didn't quite work out well for them in a lot of ways. You have to be smart, but if you don't have money, you have time. But the whole idea is give. When you give, you learn. Is it even knowledge? I share knowledge. I go on Clubhouse. I give my knowledge to people that I have something I've learned, read. It's not about I want to be right. I want to have the right answer. And you could have the right answer as well. So giving is very powerful. You need to learn to give, when to give, how to give. And the more you give, you learn better. I'll round it up with a story of one of my a few or maybe a few stories of proud moments I have because I gave. There was a guy that kept like moved to London. He messaged me saying, "Hey, I just moved to London, chief." So I called him up. Hey, let's go out for dinner, lunch. We went to lunch and we went rowing. And he said, "You may not remember this, but 5 years ago, you came to Ogbomosho, Lautech, to give a free lecture on how to build mobile apps. And from there, I learned about it. And now I've moved to London to work with Goldman Sachs." I had completely forgotten about this. But I drove all the way to Lautech because someone invited me. Free, nothing, accommodation we all paid to go there and give. And that changed that person's life. I travel to Liberia, to countries, dangerous countries, places to go and give. When I'm in America, I'm contacting people on Meetup. Please, can I come and give a talk at your Meetup? I want to collaborate with you. I want to give because by giving, I know I will learn. I'll create a network of people. That's one story I'm very proud of. Another one is I went to Kaduna. I met this kid. This kid writes in Hausa, and if he's watching, forgive me for using the term kid because I know you're a grown man, but uh, but yeah, I'm gonna use the term kid. No disrespect. Amazing kid. Never met him before. Works around. He starts telling me how he writes. He has like almost 6 million views on his blog, and I'm like, why? Why are you not writing? Oh, I want to make the design better. I said, no, 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 no. Why are you not writing? Oh man, they stole my phone. I don't have a laptop. You've been able to write all of this with your old phone? I told him, come and see me. He came to see me in my house. Are you hungry? Yeah. Let's go eat. I love food. I love food. We ate food. Hey, tell me about this. When we spoke, he told me all his worries, all the things, trials and tribulations he's been through. He didn't have a phone. I said, get in my car. We got in my car. We went to the phone shop, and I said, hey, can you bring these three phones within my budget? Pick any one of these. And I recommended one. I said that one has a big screen, two SIM cards, and a big battery, 6,000 milliamp battery life, fingerprint, everything. You should pick that one. That's my phone. He picked it up. I said, now you don't have an excuse not to write. Now I'm not telling you, oh look, I've got rich. That phone cost me like £200 ish or £100 ish. It's okay. I won't die. But he would go and do great things. Maybe. Important to give. And the final one I'll give you is when I went to Kaduna recently, I volunteered to teach students JavaScript for free. And on the last day, I said, hey man, let's all go for dinner. And I took them out for dinner. They went all to eat and drink and, I wasn't doing that to prove something to them. I was doing that because I needed them. I wish I had that when I was growing up. Somebody teaching me and making me feel comfortable. I donated that. That's how bad I want these people to succeed. Giving is very important. It's infectious. And I don't even know the names of the people I gave. I don't know their names. All I know is I know how they felt. And I felt better for it. When you give, you feel better. It energizes you to want to do more. I wake up every day, I want to earn more money. I want to hustle. I want to build. I want to write more books because I would have more money to give more people by doing that. Why wouldn't I want to do that? That's how I think. That's how I live. That's me. That's how I live. So for me, it's very important that you give. You give as much as you can to who you can. And don't think you don't have money. You always have money or time. If it could just be, just pay for someone's coffee, help someone clean something. It could be as simple as, ma'am, do you need help with your bag? Do you need help with your bag? Oh, are you lost? Do you need directions? Go out of your way when you see someone needs help. Don't try to save people, but go out of your way when you feel like, I'm not sure this person might need help. Ask them, do you need my help here? I can be of help to you. I hope this makes someone's day today. But yeah, giving is very important. Sani Yusuf out.